Should be live now. Hello, konnichiwa, everybody. Welcome along to Japan. We've gone from one side of the international date line right to the other, and we've gone from a street track to a racetrack. I think you couldn't have two polar opposites in terms of racetracks. We're here in Suzuka, round 4 for season 4. I know it's I think the diamond round. I think that's what it'd technically be called. I know there's like a diamond birthday where you turn 15 on the 15th of a month or something like that. Can't remember what the actual terminology is for it. But we're here, we're live. I'm Casper, and I am here with our very good friend and the man who's doing a second round with me and probably has very questionable thoughts about me and my opinions. It's Kieran.
I never, ever, ever have questionable thoughts about your opinions, Casper. That's mainly because I have those same questionable thoughts.
Well, exactly. And after the wiggle after last week, I think we need to find a new one.
After our back wiggle last week.
And I'm gonna nick something that I used with Sam on multiple occasions, and I'm gonna steal it. The hairpin. We've on previous occasions called it the Kobayashi corner.
Are we going turn one or are we going spoon?
We're talking the really tight hairpin after the tight hairpin before spoon.
Oh, we're talking about the really tight one where Jules Bianchi lost his life.
Jesus Christ, Kieran! Way to make it fucking dark. Pardon my language.
Yay!
Christ.
Evening, gents. I've had a busy day, not had much prep for memes, but I'll drop some now.
Oh my god, Kieran, what on earth? Well,
the memes have started.
That set the tone for the evening.
Yeah, why not?
We should also clarify, because we've got 15 people, not enough to run a proper Q1. We're doing short qualifying, so we've only got one qualifying session to run for pole position. So instead of doing Q1, Q1, Q2, Q3, you're just doing your standard, well, not your standard, but the 18-minute short qualifying session. Your full race distance still applies.
Yeah, it does. And the first person to set a lap is going to be Mr. Inside.
Is it going to be Mr. Inside? What number is Mr.
It is
Inside?
Mr. Inside.
Number 8.
He's coming up towards the 130R right now.
I'll tell you what, Rookie's meme map has already. Oh my god, he's already got 11.
Easily already got.
Oh my!
Started early.
Oh my word! I'm just looking through them, and Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the problem is we can't show that second one because of the spelling mistake.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And listen, Rookie knows how I feel about spelling mistakes after last week. So
yeah, he does.
Get them right, please. I beg. Thank you. Inside on a lap through the Esses, we're on board.
Running up to 178 miles an hour on turn. That was a brown trouser moment. Ooh. If ever I've seen one.
Oh, Jesus Christ, into the Degners as well. Now up to Kobayashi corner. Yes, this is Kobayashi corner, the tight little hairpin. You can make a move into there, like a certain Kamui Kobayashi did many a moon ago, but it's difficult to do through spoon curve into spoon corner.
Well, to run the rumble strip, but not too much, because this game will cause you to spin.
Second sector's about here. It's a 112 and exactly a quarter and into 130 on. Not really a corner nowadays. Think of the Alonso-Michael Schumacher battle you had about, what, 15 years ago? Somewhere around about that number? More than that. Inside to the line, base time to take provisional pole with a 128.932, but imagine that's going to go down a good little bit over the next coming laps. Lord Joker still preparing. Verstappen on a run into the triangle here. And then down through the final corner. Is he going to be beat inside
13-3.
time? No. And why have the
No.
times disappeared?
It was
There we go.
13-3 through sector 2 there for Cam.
I think,
So marginally slower than inside was.
Aston Martin's just started a lap time. Finns has just started a lap time as well. Crete on a run into Spoon corner now. 32.7 after the first sector is the Dutchman. As now we come down towards second sector, 113 and a third. We're getting the exact numbers, and as a slight maths nerd, I'm a fan of that. Into Cassia's triangle here. Final braking zone on the circuit and across the line. What time is he going to set? 128.932 to beat. And he's not going to beat that quite, but it's a 30.6. Mora puts in a 28.320 to put himself on top for now. Mr. Bust out the final corner, the Hungarian across the line. Where's he going to go to? 128.365. Not quite pole position, but not really all that far off. There's an RB starting a lap time. That's Small Girl. Finn's up to Kobayashi corner, but he seems to have lifted off in the Sauber. There's a little Joker on a lap through Spoon.
He is on the one up to 130R. It's a 13.590 through to 2 for Joker. So we'll see what he can do to come up towards the Casio triangle. 180 miles an hour down to 60. Just shows how quickly the cars come down through the gears and the speed. And Joker interestingly taking the wider line across the line there. 30.6 and that's a P5.
I suppose, pardon me, line of least resistance, but still, you want to be ideally taking that inside line to cut the actual distance that you have to travel. Vapid coming into the final sector, 112.0 could be quite a good lap time here for the Scotsman as he takes the Aston Martin. 128.32 is the time to beat, set by Mora a couple of moments ago. And up to the line. Is it going to be the first 28? No, not quite. First 27, sorry. Not quite, but it's 28.890. Puts himself in third place on that second row as it stands. Small Girl on a lap into Spoon. But lifted off Hasmani.
Yeah. Definitely especially a banker here. There is absolutely zero battery usage here from Small Girl. Similar to what Finns did, as we have a very big plume of gravel dust there.
That's probably the Aston Martin of Vapid as Finns over the crest manages to save the car. Credit to him. 3.0 up on his personal best, the fastest middle sector. I know his lap time was a 2:03, but still, that is a brilliant first sector and into the slowest corner on the well, one of the slowest corners on the circuit. And up through the gears we go. 7th, 180 miles an hour. What sort of speed is he doing under braking? 183. All goes wide, keeps it valid though.
Yeah. Only just from Caspar. Sorry, from Finns even. Caspar. What are we looking at?
I'm not that good at racing.
24.1 seconds up for Finns.
Oh, this could be a monster lap. Could be a 1 minute lap time. Oh my word, who'd have thought? No. Into the Cassius triangle for the final, well, time in this lap. And he's going to cross the line. 129.486. Good for 5th place. Not quite where we usually see the New Zealander. Jamie 32.5 and into the Degn as he goes.
Star comes up to the line. Star gets himself up to P6. A 29.698 from the Haas driver there.
A defending champion as well, coming through Spoon Curve into Spoon Corner on his first flying lap with 9:20 left on the clock. Mora leads from the Hungarian Mr. Bust with Vapid inside. Finns and Scar rounding out your top 3 rows. Crete, I think, bumps his time up to 8th place overall. There's a Haas is getting out of the way. That looks to be, I think, Scar Tricks after he set his lap time. As Alex and an Aston Martin, I think that's probably Joker. They come through to finish off their lap times. Is the Aston Martin going to improve? No, he doesn't. Alex to 3rd, though.
Jamie following just behind him, and it's 7th for Jamie.
right in that mid pack and in turn one. That's not really where you want to be, given all the chaos and carnage and all sorts of stuff that can actually happen coming through that first corner.
Indeed. Still two cars yet to set a lap time, being Nick Freeman and our meme king, who has added some absolute crackers into his meme lab.
I've not looked since he put in the thingy.
So we've got Cam coming up through the S's into sector 1. What's he going to break the timing board at? Timing line for sector 1 breaks at a 32.5. 3 tenths up at the moment is the Haas. Up towards Kobayashi corner. We like a dive bomb around there.
We do like a dive bomb. Difficult to get right, but it is doable. And then through now Spoon Curve. Careful for the Ferrari, but he's made it through without a problem. To Aston Martin getting quite close and comfortable through the Kobayashi hairpin. As now we come through Spoon Curve. Exit crucial here. Oof. Just about saves it. Second sector on this straight here. We'll see how his time compares. Trying to get a bit of draft from the Aston Martin, the RB as well. Time stayed stagnant. Hasn't gained, hasn't lost. As he comes into
12th. If it stays like this. Clean Cascade Triangle up to the line. What's it going to be for Cam?
Okay.
It is P12.
P12, 30.05 up his final sector by 3.5 seconds. Scartrix up by half tenth through the first sector as he comes through Spoon Curve and corner. And the rest of the lap.
Yes, should stay, ladies and gents. The lap doesn't end as you go around. Spoon corner.
half a second up here. Could get himself into the top 5 if he can do something in the final sector. I know it's not a very long final sector, but you can still gain a little bit of time. Cam gained 3.5 tenths through that final sector, so it is doable, and he's managed to get himself into 6th place. 129.198 is the Haas. So we have 9 different teams, if I'm not wrong, in the top 9.
We do, and Mora could get into the 27s. He's 3 tenths up through sector 2.
Here we go across the line. Mora does get a 27, 895, and he's basically said, have that. Oh my word, that's great stuff there from Mora.
Oh no, that's the rookie's most recent one.
Oh god. Oh, good grief.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, during the 5-minute break, you will see some of these cracking memes from
we will handpick these because they are great. We might do a slideshow of some of the best ones at the end of the season. Vapid 3rd place with a 128.509, head of the second row there. Is Scar on a lap? No, he's not. He's invalidated. Jamie and Robbie on outlaps, though.
They are indeed. A lot of people are now starting those last outlaps. We are about to hit the 5-minute mark in this one and only qualifying session here in Suzuka.
Rookie, our resident meme master, is finally on a lap time. He's fed up of memes, clearly, which I really hope is not the case because they are actually cracking.
They are cracking. It's interesting though, no movement in the other side of that McLaren garage for Nick Furyman.
I wonder if he's trying to maybe save his tyres.
Actually, 1 lap blast right at the end.
Yeah.
And you can get away with going out as late as 2.5 minutes left in the session, but it is a risk. Because if you get stuck in any traffic, you could struggle to set up then.
And especially, well, traffic is mainly an issue through to, well, just the start of Sector 2, because then you've got everything sort of opens up a little bit. But traffic through the S's, your lap is cooked like a chicken.
It is indeed, and I don't know about you, Casper, but I do enjoy a bit of chicken.
You know what? I do enjoy a bit of chicken. I've got beef burgers for later, but I do enjoy a bit of chicken.
Nice.
Yeah.
Had fish cakes for dinner this evening.
Lovely, lovely. I might nick some of
Ooh.
my flatmates' cheese. I have had authorization. I have asked. Robbie across the line, not an improvement. With a 133, 455. Jamie's in the pit lane as well. Inside, he's just on a lap time as well. Rookie, meanwhile, also on a lap time. In fact, directly behind it. Whoa! Where's he gone? Into the gravel, lost his front wing. And I do believe he does actually need to set a representative lap time here.
He will. And with not a lot of time left, that could be a bit of a challenge for our regular meme master.
Yellow's in the first sector, so we can't see how much time he's got
That is
left.
because of Rookie. In fact, I can tell you how much time we've got left, Gaffer. We have got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left.
Ooh, I think the goose, unlike
Rookie is going to have to set a lap time with no.
And, well, not just set a lap time without a front wing, set a lap time within 107%.
Yeah.
Which is a whole different challenge in and of itself.
It is indeed. I mean, on the screen share, Casper, you have now got all the fun bits.
I will happily have a gander in a moment. As I'm also just boosting up the chat and seeing what's going on over there.
We've got Dippy or Sarah, and we have the lovely Chloe as well in chat. Good evening, ladies. Hope
Yeah,
you are both well.
Chloe, thank you for getting my name right, by the way. Unlike a certain driver that's behind the wheel of a Williams, appreciate it. Yes, I'm rubbing it in. Try me. Plenty of people on laps. Alex is going to be the first to complete of this bunch. We've got a minute and a half left to run here. Alex currently in 6th place across the line. Where's he going to go from 6th to stay 6th? Slight improvement, not enough. Really, for a sizable improvement in position. Robbie off track has just about enough time to make it round and go again if he wants to. But of course he doesn't. Pardon me. Have to. Lord Joker also on a lap, but slow through the first sector. As what's everybody else looking like?
Rapid improved by just under 4 tenths. Sorry.
Ooh, Rapid to
Things
third place.
is down on his time at the moment. 45 seconds left in the session, so not long left. Rookie in chat. He has a strange name. Spell it as you want.
Well, sorry I'm foreign, Christ. Nick Fury on a lap time. This could be interesting. Rookie is not going to set a lap time, so I don't know what the penalty is for that. As Nick Fury off into the gravel, but still a valid lap time.
Yeah, historically it has been disqualification, but I will leave that to Jamie and the race controllers to decide.
No penalty for Meme King, he says. I wouldn't exactly be opposed to that. Lord Joker in the pit lane. The Alpines are coming across now. Mora into Kobayashi corner. So Crete goes to 10th place. There's an Aston Martin further behind. That will be Vapid. He's coming up to the line now. Can he improve to 2nd place? Maybe. Oh, he can't. Not quite. Within 100th. That's how close.
Of a second.
Yeah, that is insanely close. Mora has invalidated their lap time. Mr. Bust, we'll see what happens here. The 2nd sector split is here, and in 3.6 seconds down. That's it.
Down.
That's significantly down. Jamie to 7th place. Robbie in the pit lane. What about Small Girl? They're up through the 1st sector into Spoon Corner now. Could be gunning for maybe a top 10 if they can get a sizable improvement in the 2nd sector. It's usually where you pick up a lot of time. You can easily pick up a couple of tenths here or there. 2nd sector split is there. 0.177. I need a little bit more through the final sector here as we go through 130 up. Jamie saying Rookie will be fine. He crashed on a push.
we go.
is what Jamie's saying. So he'll be okay, but he'll be starting from the back, which is typical for rookie. And Smallkill goes from
P9
top
Molly.
to 9th.
Very good, very nice.
Very good, very nice. Right.
Very good, very nice.
Now I need to pick a couple of memes out. Well, that's your qualifying results. Rookies in last place. So, well, there you go. As Mora and Mr. Bus take the front row here in Suzuka. We've got 53 more laps coming your way. So don't go anywhere. We've still got the memes coming your way. And let me assure you, that is not something you want to miss. Right.
I've just seen his most recent one.
I've.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I am.
Oh dear.
Yep, that's going up in no. I'm gonna throw them up in no particular order. Yeah, we'll take this one. I'm gonna get 6. I know last time in Miami we had 7, but we'll.
We have had the confirmation from Jamie, 2034.
2034. That's more than
no
enough
start.
time to show off a couple memes.
Bless you.
Pardon me. Thank you very much. Yeah, this one's quite good. I like this one. And one more. Let's see. What do we have? What do we have? Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty appropriate. Okay. Right. Who's ready for some pneumatics?
Always. Let's go.
Not media source on image. Where's image? There we go. Image. Downloads.
Four minutes until we get underway.
Right, here's the first one. I am pointing out because screw you, you made a spelling mistake in that one. There you go. Because I am a spiteful man. Try me. But yes, we don't get me wrong. We do like a big bit of racing. But the memes are top notch.
They are indeed.
Right, number 2. This is the last one that he had. Of course, you may have seen that Rookie had a bit of a rookie moment and span out in qualifying. And then the question is, how is he still running? Well, there's your 4 options. Which one, Kieran, do you think's the right answer?
I can neither confirm nor deny whether all 4 of those options are actually the correct answer.
Okay, fair enough. God damn it! I thought I could get something from you. Right, number 3. Rookie 3. See, the irritating thing is about doing these midstream is that I have to sort of edit my OBS, and it's just irritating. Here's me professing my love for the Rookster. I love you, really. Despite all the insults, etc. And name and misspellings. I appreciate that you got it right this time. Jamie saying all of the above.
That's why I said I can neither confirm nor deny that all 4 are the correct answer.
Well, at least we had confirmation from the man himself. Right, number 4.
Yeah,
of course, Alex is not leading the championship at the moment, as we believe.
No,
it's vapid. And so this is the first time in a while, I think, that we've got Alex not leading the championship. Of course, Alex 3-time and sole champion so far in UCR. Which is, it's a hell of a record to try and uphold, given some of the new talent that we've had over the past few weeks and months. Number 5. Scarpa doing his best Mark Zuckerberg impression and begging for a podium. Not sure if he'll appreciate that one, but I, with all due respect, don't care. Because it's funny.
Wow.
Yes, I'm
Casper
savage.
has woken up today and chosen violence.
I woke up at 2 p.m. today and chose violence. No, to be fair, I have been up since 11. Well, awake since 11. I've been out of bed since 2. I should clarify. Rookie and final one to finish off on a high. Lap 1, turn 1 is probably going to be insane. As we're just looking and chatting at memes.
Top 15 is indeed on the cards, rookie. All you need to do, cross the finish line.
Exactly. Top 15 is points in UCR regardless. So you finish, you score. Seems easy enough, I think.
You say that. We have got the S's.
Well, why do you think I said seems?
Yeah. So we are at 34 minutes past. We should, there we go, be getting ready for a formation lap.
Indeed we are, and you can see everybody.
Ooh!
What's happened
Someone's
there?
gone... Mora went very, very sideways then.
We almost had a repeat of Monza there.
And tyre strategies, in terms of starting tyres, one person going alternate strategy.
Oh, fun.
Robbie only one on hards. Everyone else is on mediums.
So he's hoping to run long. I don't know if that's the best play here, because safety cars do happen quite often.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's exactly necessarily the best play here.
I mean, you could be safe from safety cars, mainly because I'm up in the comms box.
Well, yeah, that's true. However, we also have Rookie. No,
I'm
joking.
Wow, Casper really has woken up and chosen violence.
Oh, Christ.
Casper is just going, right, how can I get Rookie back for last week and then miss
Well,
roast
listen.
him at every opportunity.
Revenge is a dish best served with a safety car. That's all I'm saying.
Don't worry, I've got you, Rook. I've got you.
Rude, man. Just rude. Well, anyway. I don't know how to finish that.
Why does that...
Why is that? I don't know why is that.
No, the bloody stupid things done its thing again.
Has it done a thing?
It put it this way, it put Jam, who's not even here, in Cameron's car.
Oh, joy! Joy of joys! Hurrah!
It put Jam, who's not even in the lobby, in Cam or Verstappen's house.
Mora almost went round there. Thankfully, not the case. As everybody else is sort of weaving and bobbing and just trying to warm up their tyres. As whoa, round goes an Aston Martin. What's Vapid trying to do there?
Vapid's trying to warm his tyres.
Well, yeah, but not by doing a 360. Surely.
In Vapid fashion.
And look at how Rookie's lining up.
Rookie is... I'm definitely going on board with Rookie.
Rookie's lining up as straight as a roundabout. 5 lights are on and we're underway. Rookie's already trying to get up the middle. Good start for everybody else on the front. There's a Red Bull that's inside trying to get up a position. And the two go side by side at the front here. Mr. Bus holds takes the lead, actually, away from Moore as we go into the S's. It's 2x2 a little bit further back, but now we've gone into the S's, and it all just goes a little bit more single file. Inside leads that little pack at the back here with Alex, with Jamie, with Scar as well, and a lot more cars further back.
Yes, indeed, and I will tell you, Caspar, watching from Rookie's POV was probably the best thing I could have done, because Nick Furyman has got damage.
Oh, and off almost goes Fins. He's going to lose a position for inside here, and also possibly to Alex as we go into Kobayashi corner. Fins up the inside, trying to defend his position, and does exactly that. Or does he? Through Spoon Curve we go. We're on board now with Alex. He's got Fins right on his outside. It's going to turn into the inside here as we approach Spoon Corner. Fins forcing him onto the grass.
Indeed. So just to confirm, that is some end plate damage to Nick McLaren, which I think is what caused him to go slightly off track. That's why he is now 2.8 seconds away from Joker at the back of the pack. Crete side by side and ahead of go.
Yeah, Crete up the inside just before 130R, and you're Robbie looking for a move as well on Small Girl. Unfortunately for him, that's not worked out. He's, I think, gone a little wide maybe. Has your Robbie? In fact, no, he's gone off, and Rookie's picking up another position. Nick Fury in the pits now as well after he picks up that lap 1 damage, and it's side by side into turn 1 here for 12th place. Your Robbie holds the outside line and keeps the position, and that is only lap 1.
That was indeed only lap 1. New medium tyres onto Nick Furyman's bust. McLaren's bus goes very, very sideways on the run up towards the Degnas.
I think I just about missed that. Oh, I'm kind of sad that I did.
With a very, very sideways bust on the exit of the Esses. Does very well to hold it and still maintain that gap to Mora. I mean, it's approaching a second, almost out of DRS range is the Hungarian.
Remember, there is only one DRS zone around this circle. We're down the front straight into turn 1. It's not the easiest space to make a move, but it is still doable. You will see that as an action hotspot tonight. Out of Spoon Corner we go. We're looking on with this pack here for 5th place now. Inside sort of pulling away a little bit. Alex and Jamie with Scar not very far behind, looking to get a word in edgeways.
I'm just going to check something on our little info screen. Because
I just spotted that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a possibility that Fins has got rear wing damage. There's a change in lead here with Mora reclaiming the lead after losing it off of pole position. Alpine leads for the first time since the start of the race here on lap 3.
Indeed, yes. If our information that we have behind the scenes is to be believed, there is rear
wing damage on the New Zealander. That is not going to be ideal, and Alex is looking for an opportunity into the Degnas. Has he made it work? No, he hasn't. But Fins is dropping back sort of about 2 or 3 tenths since the start of the lap, so that might be the case, you know.
Actually going up to Kobayashi corner. No movement yet from Alex. We're just biding his time.
Biding his time, yeah. Honestly, it's probably the best thing for him to do. If he's got rear wing damage, however subtle, that is going to hurt his car. For the Sauber, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does go downwards. Problems for Nick Fury as he's getting his way back on track. Looks to be just an innocent spin, but he doesn't really have good control of the car. But okay, he's okay. I was worried there was going to be a little bit more damage, but seemingly not the case. Right on with this pack for 4th place here.
Watching Bus as he's gaining ever closer on more center on the inside of turn 1, but loses the back end. I think there's contact between the two of them, Casper.
There definitely was. I was looking at that, and Vapid picks up a position on Mora as well. Mora's gotten DNF'd as well on track. So that's already a little bit of a problem, and is going to be posing a problem for the guys that have just passed them. As Mora's gone off track now, so we're all A-okay. Fins leads this pack for what is now 3rd place, as Inside couldn't really do much with the DRS. Bus picks over the first track limits penalty for corner cutting, and here comes Vapid with an option into Kobayashi corner. Does he? No, he doesn't.
Decides against it, but Alex... Oh, inside's gone very wide.
And so is Alex as well. He's gone with
So
him.
is
They've
Alex,
both gone
yeah.
off track through the Kobayashi corner.
So that has enabled Jamie to move himself up into 4th, Scar into 5th now.
I tell you what, Alex might have side pod damage here, you know. Alex, inside. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong bit.
Inside, yes.
I'm
Inside
reading...
may have some side pod damage there.
Listen, they're both cars with an R and a B in their name, so
Yeah.
I don't apologise for the confusion at all. Battle for the lead here, Bust and Vapid. As Mr. Bust struggling on the mediums already, that back end does not look stable. As we start lap 5:53, still about, what, 48, 49 laps to go, as Vapid's going to try and go around the outside of turn 1. Can he hold that line? No, he can't. Mr. Bust still has that little bit of an extra grip advantage. As we come through, Alex and Inside trade places as well into turn 1.
So just looking in the Discord, Mora has actually come out that that collision has... Oh my lord, Bust has, again, for the 2nd time this race, lost traction on the exit of the Esses, and that has enabled Vapid to take the lead. But Mora has posted in the Discord that... he obtained red damage on his floor and chassis following that collision with Bust. So it was terminal damage for the Alpine.
Yikes. How does... I don't even think that was that big of a crash. How is it red floor damage on chassis and floor?
I'm not sure.
Because, again, from the angle that I saw, it wasn't that bad. But
no, it's Cam running wide through Spoon Corner. It's now going to be 3 wide, potentially, down the run to 130R for 10th place.
Oh, here we go. This could get absolutely insane. There's Lord Joker trying to pick up a position on your Robbie, but they're not even going too wide into 130R. That's probably a wise decision. Mr. Bust coming into the pit lane. He's got a 10-second penalty, and he does retire. That car looking very unstable, and with all due respect, I'm not particularly surprised.
I wonder whether he potentially has some damage from the collision with Benny as well.
Could very well have done, but even then, sort of the issues that he had through the exit of the Esses, which is actually technically called the Dunlop curve, I think that would have been more of a setup issue than anything, because I don't think... I don't know. I don't want to make any assumptions. But we
don't like assuming. We don't like assuming, but this obviously does help Nick Fury, man. Brings Nick up to P13 once he passes where Bust is in track.
Crete as well up to 7th place. Good job for the Dutchman through the S's, as he seems to have picked up that position. Battle for 7th here, with Crete, Marnie, Cam, Robbie, and Joker as well.
Slightly further up, you've got Jamie trying to hunt down Finn P2.
There's still plenty of stuff
looks
happening.
To be gaining. Looks to very much be gaining.
Have a look.
On the young Kiwi here. Both drivers in hot lap mode.
Well, let's go on board.
A lot more.
Let's go on board with Jamie and see what he does down the front straight. Hot lap battery is on, and he's using as much of it as he can to try and pick up the position. He's absolutely draining the ever-loving life out of that battery. The pass isn't particularly going to be difficult as he takes 2nd place into turn 1. Inside as well, ahead of Alex for 6th place. And I imagine Crete and Small Girl are going too wide. Yes, they are. Careful, your Robbie and Cam in the background as well. They could go too wide. Not quite. A Small Girl does take the position back that he lost through the S's, and Crete running a little bit wide. Through the apex of turn 2 as well, allows Cam and Robbie to catch up as well.
Indeed. Interesting thing from that battle between... Well, I say battle, the overtake from Jamie. Finn's actually turned his ERS off. Down the straight. So I think he sort of had already admitted defeat for that overtake. So was just looking to try and maintain as much battery as he can. And to be fair, he's done pretty well with it. 90 battery left in his car.
Crete again going for the move into Kobayashi corner on drive. Small Girl and Marnie well, same person, haven't really got the opportunity to make it work on exit into Spoon. This battle could get pretty tasty with a couple of cars in the background as well. So don't count out battles for the lower top 10 here.
No, definitely, especially with Joker at the back of this pack. If something was to happen for the three in front, that could propel you very quickly up the order here. As the four go single file through 130R into the Casio Triangle now.
And Fins does take the position from second place. Joker picks up 3 seconds for track limits. Alex ahead of Inside. Plenty of stuff happening here. We're on board with Crete. There's going to be cars left and possibly right as well. In fact, 3 wide. Cam picks up 2 positions.
And to quote David Croft, but change the driver. And here he comes.
The very, very little of that came through. I think your mic peaked a little bit there, Kieran.
Of course it did.
Oh my word. Right, we're on board with Crete through the S's. Through Dunlop Curve now. Go wide and
have a
in.
mic with a noise gate on it. It doesn't like me.
Just reduce the noise gate.
They could, but...
Lazy knobhead.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't blame you, to be fair. I only recently discovered what noise gates are. So, there you go. That probably tells you more about me than anything. Right, lap 8 of 53, 46 to go? Yes.
Indeed.
It's going to be 45
Indeed.
as they cross the line. There we go. Let's say it that way. And Fins and Scar and Jamie have caught up to Vapid now. So it's 4-way for the lead here.
Inside. Oh, a little wobble
Oh!
there. On entry
Scar!
into the
Into the pits! He's going to have no option here.
Literally.
Well, yeah, literally. Because he's got no option. He's the back end lost on throttle. That couldn't have been more of a convenient loss of front wing for him. In terms of where it happened.
Yep. Have got a virtual, so everyone will need to slow themselves down. And this is allowing
Joker and Rookie in the pits as well.
And Rookie to gain themselves a free pit stop. So more than likely going to be hard tyres going on both of those cars. It is hards onto Joker's car, hards onto Scar, mediums onto Rookie.
I'm not surprised.
Back to green flag conditions.
We're back to green once again. Vapid leading the race. Finn second, Jamie third, Alex fourth. About 2 seconds away, but that is under VSC. So battle for the lead between 4 cars is now between 3 because of, well, let's be honest, it was a slight mistake on throttle that caused it.
Casper calls it a slight mistake on the throttle. I call it an attempted unaliving.
Listen,
Self-inflicted attempted unaliving.
listen, in every story there's 3 truths. There's your truth, there's my truth, and then there's the truth. So, we'll, that's a bit of philosophy that's probably too highbrow for this Twitch channel, but anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, oh well.
Something that could not be fine, though, for Vapid is a very speedy Kiwi.
Yeah, there's a very speedy Kiwi, and he's coming after him, saying, put me on the map, damn it, and he's going up the inside, and he's absolutely been put on the map.
Does Vapid come back at Finn's?
Oh, not quite. Not
Yellow
quite.
flag.
Nick on track through the Degners. Safety car! Safety car!
We have a safety car,
Lap 10 of 53, the first safety car. That was later than I expected. I expected one within the first 10, but now we've got it on lap 10. I don't think that counts.
All the leaders going to box. As you have to remember, everyone will be under a delta until they catch the safety car. Finn's has only just come round Kobayashi corner, so there is going to be...
There's a good minute
some
where
time.
They've got about a good 40 seconds before they have to make the decision. So we'll be fine. Nick Fury probably lost the car through the Degners. He's done it once. I'm not It's unfortunate that it's happened again. As you're watching UCR Round 4, Season 4. I'm Casper, he's Kieran. This is Suzuka, Konnichiwa, and arigato to everyone who's watching. I think. My Japanese is not very well.
Coming to the pitch, he does. As does Vapid, as does Jamie. I'm expecting everyone to come in. Alex does. Inside does.
Let's see. Right, there's the next
What
pack of
does
cars
Cam
coming
do?
now. Yeah, I was about to say the next pack of cars coming through with Cam Creets, Marnie and Robbie coming in. In
Cam
goes
boxes.
Verstappen.
Crete stays out.
Crete stays out. So does that small girl staying out as well. As does your Robbie. Your Robbie, I'm not surprised because he's had hards on, and it is going to be Crete that's going to take the lead of the race here. The Dutchman.
Rookie probably won't come back in.
Hmm.
They have only, yeah, I say. Scar was going very slowly. I think Scar's now potentially concerned going through that final corner because he was very, very slow on the exit of the final corner there.
Maybe he was making sure that he wouldn't have the same issue that he had last time when he went full pelt through there.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But we are now caught up to the safety car. As Casper did mention, Crete now leads the way from small girl. Robbie in third, Finn's in fourth, Vapid fifth, Jamie sixth, Alex in seventh, inside eighth. All on fresh tyres from fourth downwards. Only 3 cars on the tyres they started this race on.
I have a query for you because you're the one that's driven in a league race more recently than I have. So that's the excuse why I'm giving you this question. Do you think the mediums are going to still have the advantage over the hards here? For Crete and small girl?
For the next few laps, I would lean towards yes. But they're going to potentially reach a peak soon. I mean, saying that, if this is to be believed,
if what we're seeing is to be believed, which is around about 20% wear on Marnie's tyres,
I expect similar for Crete as well. I mean, they've probably still got a little bit of wear left. They'll probably do another 10 laps or so before they start really.
Okay.
The pain, obviously, that will be extended now because of the safety car. With the cars not going as fast, able to save some of that tyre wear. As Rookie's in the pits, Kappa.
Not a surprise. He likes hanging out at the back, and I've been in a league race with him, and he does like to pit on the second lap, as do I typically, but that's because I'm slow.
I tend to pit on the second lap 99 times out of 100 because I've got damage.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm someone who could have had damage then. Crete going very, very, very at the top of the S's. And losing the lead.
I was about to say, because they've gone off track, because he's gone off track, then, yeah, that's a valid gain of a position for small girl. So Marnie leads the race here.
Rookie in chat has gone, I'd rather avoid the issues, plus hards to the end. So Rookie planning on doing 41 laps. Well, 42 laps technically.
Well, that was going to be my question. How on earth are hards going to run for 40? I'm about to say 40 hours, 40 laps.
We'll find out.
Yeah, I suppose.
I guess we'll find out, ladies and gents.
Well, there's no time like the present, I suppose. Lap 12 and 53. Gonna be 41 to go as they cross the line this time around. Crete, this man had the lead for all of precious a lap and a half under safety car before, well, foolishly, he lost the car through the Dunlop curve, which is the final corner through the Esses.
Coming in, Marnie is now the de facto safety car. It's now down to her when she decides to go.
We're on board.
Is to wait until the safety car is in.
And
she's
gone.
Go.
Back end a bit squirmy there for Crete as we start lap 13 of 4:53. And here comes Crete. Is he going to take the lead into turn 1? He's taken the position back he lost about a lap ago.
Ooh, Fins! I was watching Jamie's on board. Fins just went very sideways through turn 1 there. Does well to hold it and not get any damage.
Maybe
we'll be holding on to that P3.
Maybe that rear wing issue is a bit more problematic than we thought, as we've got the wing cam. And over the curbs, pardon me, goes Fins, and he just about keeps the car on track here.
Yeah, Fins is definitely struggling with that potential rear wing damage.
Oof, that back end is not stable here.
Up towards Kobayashi corner once again.
Little joke at the moment, the only person with penalties, he's got 3 seconds on his head. That will be served post-race. Unfortunately, you can't serve those during the event. They're all tacked on at the end.
The Crete leads just under half second from Marnie. And we have got a family battle for P2.
Yeah, father versus child, as they're side by side for 8th place or 7th place. Just before 1:30R is.
And father has just made contact with child.
Oh goodness, no! There's been contact. Oh, that is gonna be a hell of a family meeting to go afterwards. Fins looking for the opportunity to get past Yorubi and looks to do exactly that. Is Yorubi gonna be able to hold that outside line? No, he doesn't. Fins goes a little bit deep, but reclaims the racing line. Small girl as well.
Ooh,
makes a bit
inside.
of a mistake inside, losing positions. He's lost 3, probably going wide through the opening sequence.
It was indeed running wide on the exit of turn 1, which has unfortunately caused the inside to drop down. 2P11.
So here we go, 4th and 5th in. Ooh, that was a very close battle for 4th and 5th, too wide through the Dunlop curve. Tell you what, you know those F1 esports races where everybody's really, really close with each other?
Hi, welcome to UCR.
Hi, yeah, hi! We've got the same thing!
Hi, welcome to UCR.
40 laps to go here in Suzuka. It says safety car. Once we get a yellow flag, that will clear itself. It's an F1 game bug. Are we surprised that the F1 game is having issues? This has been an issue since the game launched.
Yeah, it'll be an issue in the new one.
Yeah. Also, genuine question, because I am intrigued. Are we going to be doing reverse races with the new game?
No comment.
I'll take that as a yes. Diving down the inside is Small Girl into the triangle. From a 10th back, from a good car length and a half back, through goes the child, the father in 4th place, everybody else in between, and now we've got 3 wide for the lead here. Scar retires in the pit lane, Fins out of nowhere, takes the lead.
He's just showing how fast he actually is. Those who don't know, Fins is stupidly quick, and I have been somewhat reliably informed he does like Suzuka.
I'm not particularly surprised. If you've watched any of the RFL races, which should hopefully again be live tomorrow 8 PM, if you watch any RFL races that this man is in, he is always up there with Vapid and the other top guys as well. So this is not a surprise for long-time viewers of the International Paddock Twitch channel. Oh, contact! Round goes Small Girl almost. Contact as well with Crete as he tries to sort of outbrake himself to avoid it. I haven't managed, and now they're going too wide through Spoon Curve into Spoon Corner. What are these guys going to do? Does Crete dive down the inside? No, he doesn't. A little bit too far away, but Small Girl goes wide, loses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions, 6 now, as well as Small Girl goes down to 9th, in fact.
Down even further, down to 10th now for Small Girl.
Oof. This is...
You're Robbie
Yeah.
looking to try and hunt down Crete here.
Oh,
Is
down
Robbie
the
going to send it
inside.
into Casio?
Well, they all go a little bit deep, though. You remember last week in Miami where we had that moment after one of the safety cars? It was absolutely insane racing.
Yep.
Yeah, same here. Same here. Oh, my God.
Yep.
It's a repeat. Robbie looking for a move on
Here comes
Crete.
Robbie.
And Jamie as well. Oh, and that's Alex, the reigning and defending champion, but not the championship leader. First time we've been able to say that in a little while. Hasn't made the move, though.
Potentially be the first time ever.
Oh, off goes Crete, round goes Vapid. A little sort of dip into the grass for the tyres, and through goes the Scotsman.
Oh, indeed. And Alex all over the back end.
Ooh. Again,
We
problems.
could get our first
problems
Kobayashi
for
corner
Crete.
move here, Casper.
Oh, round the outside.
Kobayashi corner.
Kobayashi corner in full effect. And you know what? He's held the outside. Holy mother of God.
Actual exit. Hello.
Oh, wow. I did not expect that to work.
Fair play, Alex.
Yo, credit where credit is due. You have to give you have to doff your cap and say that was a cracking move. But Jamie, add inside, 3 wide towards 130 up, because why the hell not? Oh my word, I can't even see what's going on. Jamie ahead of inside, Alex ahead of them pair, Vapid pulling away, Crete behind, and Cam ahead of Joker, but Joker's gone deep into Cassio's triangle. He's got right front wing end plate has disappeared into the midst. So who really knows where that's gone? And 3, well, Lord Joker speeding in the pit lane.
Oh, that's less than ideal for Joker.
Unfortunate. Oh, very, very unfortunate. We're down to 11 cars at the moment. Lap 17 to 53. Sam, if you're watching this, can you highlight this? Thanks. I hope he is. Is he? I can actually. There's.
You can probably look at the view list and see whether he is in here.
No, he's not. He might be getting ready for ERL.
He's
by the way.
Yeah, that's he's got ERL soon, isn't he?
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. Because ERL, by the way, paddock blue for ACC Racing. That'll be on tonight, I think. About now, actually. With a good friend of the channel and commentator of the channel, Sam.
Indeed, let's have a quick look. Paddock blue not live at the...
So maybe on a little bit later. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see his inside on Jamie here. Into 130 yard. Can he get ahead of Alex as well? Oh, he's looking for that opportunity. No, not quite. But he's now going to have to try and fight to keep the position here into Cassio's triangle. Manages to do so. Now we've got a fight for second place. Lord Joker. Disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. That looks to have been through the Esses, as there's yellow flags in that section. As Vapid ahead of Robbie into second place now. Alex fighting with inside up the inside, rather ironically, into fourth place.
Indeed, we are down to 10. I've lost 5. We've got a couple of close battles here. Obviously, the fourth place as it is now. Jamie, Alex inside. And Robbie just slightly falling off the way of Vapid.
Oh.
Oh my lord!
Whoa, off goes Robbie. As they're all trying to avoid Joker there, who, well, are we surprised that EAAI is, well...
is still allowing the car to drive around?
That is... It's been an issue since even the last game. At least. Anyway, it's absolute insanity that it happens. And I hate it. And it's affected races before. I think there was a race in Abu Dhabi. I can't remember what league it was. But there was a car that crashed out because of that sort of stuff. So I am genuinely, and it takes a lot for me to be really pissed off, but I am genuinely pissed off by that sort of stuff.
Thankfully, all cars are now past Joker.
Yeah, but he's at Spoon, and with the rate he's going, they might even catch up to him by the end of the lap. So that's my problem, as Inside gets up the inside. Again on your Robbie for third place this time. So two positions in 2 laps. Good stuff for the Red Bull.
And we've got Crete versus Marnie round potentially 400,000 from this race.
Yeah, that's going to be an absolute cracker. We've got the wing cam as Yells in we've got Yells in the third sector this time. Hopefully, Lord Joker actually comes in.
That's still Joker's car.
Yeah, I know.
Hopefully, it goes into the pits.
I beg that he does, because if he doesn't, I am going to berate EA to within an inch of its life.
Come on.
If it means I'm not an EA ambassador, I don't care. Right, there's yellow flags down the front straight. I'm worried.
So am I.
Because if he was in the pits, I don't think there normally would be.
Need to watch on the onboard of the leaders. Hopefully, if the yellow flag doesn't move, should be okay.
Let's go on board. We're on board with Finns, right? Vapid is 2 seconds behind. I think he's in the pit lane. No.
No, he's not.
Where is he? We're on board with Finns. He's
through the
yellow's on exit of turn 2. We're coming through turn 2 now. Where the fuck is he? He's off track.
He's pulled off to the right side of the track on the exit
Jesus
of turn
Christ. 2. Oh my god. I am sorry, but the fact that this even happens is insanity.
When we have a new game coming out in 3 weeks? 4 weeks? 4 weeks.
It's the end of the month, right? My problem isn't that they're not going to fix it for this game, right? I've come to terms with it. They're not going to fix it because a new game's coming out, whatever, right? My issue is that it was an issue in the first place.
Yep.
Because it should not be that difficult to have those marshals posts and say, right, if a car is disqualified, select the nearest marshal's post in front of you, crucial word, in front of you, and just park up there and disappear the car. It should not be that difficult. However,
it shouldn't, but this is Codemasters we're talking about.
I'm not blaming it on Codemasters, because Codemasters was relatively okay previously. I'm blaming EA here. And I am...
Here comes Robbie!
Yeah, well, let's leave it there. Let's leave it there before I...
Around the outside of inside.
Well... Inside was on the inside, but then Robbie was on the outside of inside. Now, inside couldn't hold the inside through turn 1 or the inside through turn 2. And Robbie was on the outside, and then he was stuck on the outside again of inside, so that's the position.
It is indeed, and there is the second inside-outside.
I think my one from last week was better.
Yes. I think your one from last week went up about half.
Oh god, I love it when drivers have actually funny names.
Yeah, unfortunately one of your favourite drivers available due to work commitments, and that is your very good friend Mr. NCIS enter location here.
Oh no, NCIS Nuneaton has actually gone to Nuneaton. God. Christ. Probably. I don't know where he goes. Or where he
leads from Vapid just under half a second. Over now.
Where he has his additional endeavours within.
4.6 seconds the gap back to Robbie, and increasing.
But inside is right there, and we'll be looking for that opportunity. Into turn number 1. Any fight for the lead? No, not quite this time around.
A little bit further back. Alex is going to be able to catch up to Jamie, maybe. He is close.
Small girl in the pits.
9 into the pits. So 20 laps on those, well, 21 laps technically on those medium tyres was enough.
Ooh,
The RV.
Vapid, here we go! Through the Dunlop curve, he's gone too wide. Not quite got far enough up the inside into the first of the two Degners, but there's a brave move there from the AMR car.
Was indeed. So that's fresh hard tyres onto small girl's car. That punished so the only person who still needs to pit, Caspar, is Robbie.
Well,
still on those tyres he started the race on. So
I was about to say he started the car
run
on
them
those
for a while.
So I imagine he's going to run them till at least lap 35 or something like that.
Well, I mean, if our data is to be believed, he's only got 17% wear on that.
Which is insane. Because he's had them for 21 laps, which is, yeah. Has crazy tyre preservation. Kieran, darling.
Hello.
Talk to me about the rest of the season. What can we expect from the rest of the season?
Much more of this.
Hell, I can't. I'll be honest. If the past two races are anything to go by, I can't wait to see much more of this. So be sure to follow, subscribe if you don't want to watch the ads, etc., etc. Rookie in chat, PA baby. Which, yeah, rookie PA inside loses the car. Through goes Robbie. They're too wide now. Oh, not quite. Not anymore.
So I just noticed there was actually a message from Joker in the chat asking for an invite back, and then he realised that the game had.
Oh no!
And I quote: "F124 can kiss my rear end."
Did he put rear end, or did he put a slightly more provocative word beginning with the letter A?
He did indeed, yeah.
Kiss my arse.
Right on the back of Finn's on the run up to 130R.
Oh, not quite. Got the slipstream too early there. A little bit too early.
Through the corner now, though, Caspar.
Oh, on the inside. Well, he's going to have the outside into Cassio's triangle here. Bit of contacts as we approach the right-left chicane. Cutting the curb a little bit too much for my liking is the Scotsman. It's Scotland against New Zealand. Not often you get to see that sort of battle in, well, anything. As Vapid looks for that move, Finns parks the car exactly in the middle, loses the car a little bit. Does Finns, but that works out really in his favour. As very good defensive driving from the Sauber.
Battles that Caspar has seen, and you guys can see week in, week out over on RF.
On what? I heard RF and that's it.
RFL as well as UCR.
Yes! If RFL can get the numbers for a race. Anyway. Tapping up the inside into Kobayashi corner, sticks his nose in. Not near enough for a move. In fact, he's lost more time than he gained. But I appreciate the attempt. I really appreciate the attempt. I love it. About halfway into the race, we're here round 4. We've still got 8 more rounds and 2 sprints to go after this. Which are in chronological order. Oh, my baby Interlagos is next.
There it is.
Get in! Oh my god.
And you will have me for comms as well.
Oh my god, I love you. Then it's Yas Marina. Yas Marina, I do believe, is a sprint weekend in 2 weeks' time. Yes, it is. Then it's Hungaroring, Spielberg in Austria, Silverstone for round 9. Then it's Monaco round 10. Again, we almost had that as the season ender, season closer. Sorry, with Shanghai as what's it called, sprint weekend as well, round 11, and Portimao round 12. After we decreed that we would never race Kota again.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm just quickly looking through my. I've got a funny feeling that I am with you for every week until Austria.
You know what? I'll take that. I will very, very happily take that.
And then I am with you for Silverstone. I'm with you for Monaco. I unfortunately miss out on Shanghai, but I am here for the season finale.
I'm just looking and thinking. The only one that I may miss Silverstone and Monaco,
Fine.
but we'll talk about it.
We can discuss that
Later.
later.
Yes,
If need
I
be.
think for Silverstone I'm gonna be in Ireland, and for yeah, I only just found out a couple of days ago that I'm going because a friend of mine's invited me.
No.
But and for Monaco, it's the last rugby event of the year. So have to go to it, especially since I am graduating. So
Oh.
there.
About 26 of 53 here in Suzuka. Fins leads away from Vapid. Then it's a nearly 5-second gap back to inside.
Very close here up at the front. We're about halfway now. Vapid again looking for that option through the inside of the Dunlop curve. Doesn't have the grip or the traction out of what corner number is that? 3, 4, 5. That's turn 7 to make it work.
Neither did Crete out of the exit of Cassie. Up the inside into turn 1.
Ooh.
Side by side. For 9th place.
Nicely done there by Marnie. Crete trying to force his way up the inside as well, but that's not worked on the inside into turn 3.
On the note of inside, he is starting to close that gap back to Vapid. Not by much, but he is starting to close it up.
It's slight gaps, but you know, you keep at it. Within about 5 or so laps, you might even be able to get very close to this battle. Vapid problem on traction. He hasn't quite got the grip, and I don't imagine he's going to go for a move into turn numero 1. Pardon me. Christ.
It's not.
I have...
The gap is that is
4.5.
definitely bringing that gap down on the run up to turn 1 and through the S's. So I think Finn's still struggling with that rear wing damage.
Yeah, I'm not particularly surprised. I mean, the amount of times we've seen him lose the car through that section is insane. But then he's got this sort of, from the exit of the Degeners, he's got this final section on lock, really. So Finn seems to be faster through the second half of the lap, Vapid through the first. And because of that, they can't overtake each other. It's like Romeo and Juliet. Neither shall the twain meet.
Indeed, and just having a look at Alex, he's got some front wing damage, Cass.
Oh, has he now?
He has.
Oh, the
He's
right front
missing
wing
the right end plate.
That's subpar. Why did I use the word subpar? That's too posh for my levels. Jesus Christ. I should clarify, I am from the north. I am not this posh.
Rapid, someone else from the north.
Well, he's from the north. I'm just from up north. He's from north of the border.
Over the Kiwi.
He's got the move. I don't think Finn's going to be able to... No, that rear wing damage is not going to help his case, because that back end is just going to really struggle with it.
Keeping an eye on Crete as well. Crete,
I was literally just about to say the same thing.
The battle for first and the battle for ninth are the two tightest battles we've got on track.
Yeah, everybody's in a battle sandwich, sort of.
Pretty much.
Yeah, third to 8th is sort of really spaced out, but meanwhile you've got one end of the loaf of bread and then the other end of the loaf of bread, sort of tying the whole thing together. But now, but now
Marnie's pulling away.
Yeah, Marnie's pulled away a little bit there. Wow. Right. Past halfway now, Kieran.
We are indeed, sir. We are indeed. Fastest up at the moment, for those maybe wondering, is Mora, who is no longer in the race, with a 132.666.
Oh. Oh.
Indeed.
That's a lot. Superstitious much, ladies and gents.
Closest person to that would be Vapid with a 32.
No, Inside's got 32.8.
Oh, yes, no, sorry, yes, Inside does have the 32, mate.
Inside 32.833. Vapid's just putting an 8.51, so he's closing a little bit to that fastest lap, but he still needs just shy of 0.2 of an improvement to pick that up. Finn's on a 33.093 as well. You've got the rest of the fastest laps there on the left side of your screen.
Indeed. Now, as we were talking about the bookends of battle, the one at the rear has broken up, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's sort of dissipated a little bit, probably the best word to use, but now, sort of, Rookie's right there, and Marnie is closing up pretty handily.
She is indeed of the significantly fresher tyres, Marnie, compared to Rookie, on them for 10 laps less than the Williams.
That's your position changes, by the way. Everybody who's still racing is either stayed where they are or gained.
See, no one losing out.
No. Well, everybody who's still racing should clarify. Everybody
Indeed.
who's still racing is either up on where they started or he stayed where they are. Right? Notable improvements. Rookie up 7, Robbie up 6.
I'm up 6 as well, to P7.
Yes.
You also have to remember, though, Casper, there is a slight asterisk to Robbie. He's yet to pit.
Of course. However, you would imagine a fresh set of mediums would get him the pace that he needs as Jamie O'Connor in the pit lane.
Interesting. Mediums for Jamie?
I'd imagine you could probably use mediums to the end. Yeah, he's put a
It
set
is
of mediums
mediums
in.
to the
One
In fact, Alex
front
has
wing as well.
replicated.
And front wing as well. One of the race strategies that I spotted at the start, you know that race strategy box that you get?
Yep.
So sometimes you can flicker through a bunch of drivers and it'll show you a bunch of different strategies. One of the strategies that it had was sort of a medium hard. So I'm guessing maybe like a play on that as Creep retires from the race in the pit lane. Oh no.
Why? You're guaranteed 6 points if you cross the line.
May. Oh no. I'm genuinely really. Oh, Jamie off! Jamie off through the S's! Loses out already. That back end squirming like an absolute worm. Oh, goodness. Has he got damage? Surprisingly not. How?
No damage to that Ferrari.
How on earth has he not picked up damage from that?
The game obviously feeling no to Jamie this evening.
Yeah, but that was still...
Robbie does now, Casper.
Yeah.
On lap 31, come into the pits. Set a medium tire.
Credit to Robbie for going that long. But good lord, that was violent. I'm surprised he didn't take damage. He either connected with the wall or was centimeters away from it.
Also into the pits. I'm expecting mediums on his car as well.
Let's have a look.
And it is.
That's exactly what happens. Rookie up to 5th place. His nose is bleeding from being this high. But he's losing a position to Small Girl and he's brought back to reality.
Yes, indeed. But Rookie can, potentially, he sticks with Marnie here, could actually be on for a very, very good...
Yeah, but still, he's going to have 40 lap old hards by the end of it.
He is.
Which is not ideal, really, as Finn's a little bit deep into the triangle. We'll see what these top two do here. Neither of them go into the pit lane. Are they going to try to run the rest of the race on these tyres? Is it feasible to do that, considering the guys that have just pitted? I'm going to adapt my question to that. Is it feasible? Is it realistic?
I think so. I mean, if you think about it, the gap you've got from Vapid down to Robbie is 34 seconds. So Vapid,
So they
Finn,
need...
and Inside could theoretically, they can make another sort of 3 or 4 seconds. Could quite easily come in and back out and stay where they are.
They'd need laps. Robbie, what, 35 seconds? He'd need a lap and a half per lap. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we know from previous seasons how dominant that McLaren can be. But I don't know. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what sort of times Robbie gets out of this car. Looking at the moment, Robbie was 19 seconds down his best lap time compared to his last. Obviously, that was his out lap, so this will be the first real lap of vigour for the McLaren, so we'll see.
Could be a change for the lead here. Sorry, Kieran, as Finn's is going to go too
don't.
wide. Contact as well down the front straight with the tyres only, thankfully. As Finn's is up to first place for the time being. As Cam picks up 10 seconds.
Cameron.
Through the Kobayashi corner, no less. 10 seconds for that.
Interesting.
That's unnecessarily harsh.
Swap for the RBs.
I think possibly also a swap inbound for rookie Jamie, as Jamie does look for the inside into Cassio's corner, blocks off there firmly by the meme master. The rookie doesn't go in. He's going to hold a slightly tighter line. Jamie's going to have a bit more pace, and he's going to have DRS as well. So this is going to be, realistically, a really, really easy move for the man with the child. And into turn one, he's up to 7th place. I'm sorry, Jamie. I'll try to think of something else that I know about you.
We have yellow flag in sector 1. We have a slow motion Robbie.
Robbie.
Oh, God.
That's front left wing.
That's a lot of front left wing.
Well, not a lot of it left.
No.
Oh,
This
he's going to have to come in.
Could be an interesting dynamic for Robbie now, yeah.
Yeah.
He will have to come in now.
So he's likely going to lose the family battle.
And this will now open up
these guys,
the gap, allowing the top 3 to box if they so wish.
This is a wish granted for these top 3 here.
Oh no, Crete!
Oh, I've just seen it. There went a whole week of practice due to... Oh, mate. This is why you don't eat or drink much before the race, because the amount of times that I've had to go to the toilet during the comms is insane, and I've often eaten before the stream. So that's why I've tactically not eaten today. I've got burgers in the fridge, and I'm going to have them after this.
Fresh mediums for Robbie.
There was nothing
and
else
the new front wing
there.
Robbie going to come ahead of Cam, maybe just.
I don't know. It'll be tight. It'll be tight on exit.
It's going to be very, very tight. Here comes Cam.
He's got it.
I think he's going to get out ahead of Robbie.
Yeah.
He does indeed. Robbie just hits over the pit lane line as Cam passes.
Truly, truly, truly feel so bad for Robbie.
Yeah. That's definitely. I mean, the gap now at the front, 48 seconds to the rest of the pack, and Vapid comes in.
Oh, here we go. Finn stays out.
So does inside.
Are these guys going to pit a lap later?
Mediums for Vapid.
Is the undercut realistically going to be the better strategy here?
Quite possibly. I mean, Alex only just coming round Spoon. Vapid easily back out in P3. 19 seconds basically the gap between Vapid and inside. Vapid making his way through the Esses now as inside just finishes with Egners.
Finns is, well, problem on traction there for the Sauber. We've been looking on him for this whole lap here, and I think that's really his only mistake. We know he's got rear wing damage. We know he's not as quick as he ordinarily would be. Inside also has damage. Vapid is the first one in the top 5 that doesn't have damage. The only one in the top 5 that doesn't have significant damage. Well, Jamie doesn't, but you know, my point worked at the time.
At the time, it was accurate.
At the time, it was accurate, and that's all that matters. Right, Vapid is coming into Spoon, and Finns is into the triangle now to finish off the lap. Do these pair go into the pit lane? Okay, Finns stays out. Inside
As
also.
does inside.
Okay, are they looking to go long here?
Could they potentially be looking to go for soft? Could be very audacious, but
surely not. Not with the amount of weather they've got. I think realistically, you've got to run these to the end. Finns ice.
If they're not, if they're not going to come in the next few laps, then
no,
we would have to assume.
Because realistically,
Finns and inside are staying for half to the end.
I can sort of understand why Finns has done it because he's got the extra backup of inside at the moment, right? But why hasn't inside got in? He's going to be the first line of attack. Well, first line to defend. I don't really understand why he's done that.
No, and another interesting dynamic is the battery, or for the case of inside, the lack thereof.
I love the words the lack thereof. Sorry.
Finns up in the 80s for a ZRS, inside down in the 30s.
Ooh. How easy is it to pick up the ERS battery around here?
Here, pretty easy.
Okay.
You can gain it back relatively quickly.
So it's not a massive issue, but it's still an issue to bear in mind.
Yeah, I mean, well, easy way of doing it. We'll keep an eye on Finns' battery. Now, bear in mind, Finns just dumping a little bit of battery there as he crosses the line. 52% battery when Finns started lap 37. So what the drivers will tend to do is they will put themselves on none during sector 1. There's no need for it. No,
there isn't. No. Because, if you tried, you'd probably lose the car. As Vapid, here we go, fastest lap, 31.060. We've got 16 to go, somewhere around about that number.
Now we'll see if Finns reacts. Finns will have seen that. Finns would have realised that Vapid's just put lap of the race. The gap is now 15 seconds between Vapid and inside. So Vapid is closing quickly.
At a rate of knots, yes. So they've either got to do something here or pray to whatever God they believe in that they can make it to the end without him catching up, which they'd need a miracle.
They would. Robbie is closing back up to Cam now, getting himself back into battles for position.
I was going to say, we've got this little battle for 7th as well.
Yep, Rookie, Cam and Robbie involved in this little battle. So again, bookended once more by battles.
Yeah, well, 2 different types of battles, because the top one here is more strategy. The bottom one is literally just direct position battle. Right, Finns, no, stays out.
Inside stays out.
I can't imagine
that. Gotta go to the end now.
No, there's no other option.
But as you can see, Casper, that was the gap when Vapid came out of the pits was 18 seconds to inside.
And that was what, 2 laps ago?
Yep, call it 3 laps ago now. It's now 13 and a half.
So you shut in by what, a second and a half a lap?
there or thereabouts. What, 4.5? Yeah, 4.5 seconds in 3 laps. So
Yeah, that is. I think this is a case of knife but when. I think Vapid's nailed the strategy, and he is gonna extend his championship lead here.
especially with I mean, Alex just behind him in 4th at the moment. Gap 29 seconds. Alex only just crossing the line as Vapid approaches the 2 Degners.
Changing
As Cam
position
gets
as
to go
Cam
past
picks up a position on Rookie,
Rookie.
who himself goes wide
Interesting.
through 130R. We'll see what these
On the
guys
run
do.
through the triangle, that's what Robbie can do in reaction here.
Well, here we go. Rookie is a little bit vulnerable because obviously he does have the 26 lap olds hards as well. Rookie could get 1, could get 2 as well. Could Robbie? He goes around the outside. He's gonna give it a go, and it's worked.
Fair play.
Fair play to Robbie there. Managed to hold the outside.
Now there is another interesting dynamic that we need to think of. Penalties. Cam has a lot of them.
Inside's in.
Ooh.
Right. Okay.
Here we go.
Now we're gonna see the damage.
Here comes Vapid.
And it's gonna be
easily past inside.
And we've only just passed the RB pits. It's gonna be around 5 seconds at least. More than that.
I think it could be more than that, Casper. We'll see what it is properly.
Could be double digits
Alex just coming through 130R.
It's
just
seconds.
under 10. In fact, it is 10 seconds.
Oh, right. Fins has to. And now Inside is going to be catching up as well. So within about 2 laps, he's going to still lose now to Inside as well. So Fins is really, really, really between a rock and a goddamn hard place.
He is indeed mining into the pits now as well from P6. So Robbie will regain the lead in the family battle.
Oof. At least he can be happy about that, I suppose. Speaking of Robbie and battle, Cam's dropped back by to a second and a half behind Robbie as they come through the S's on lap 39. 15 to go here. We're looking on with Fins. Right, what does he do?
Stays out. He's got to be from here now. We have to go to the end.
No, he has to. Gap hasn't closed as much over the last couple of laps either.
12.5 the gap at the moment. 10.5 from Inside to Vapid.
It's 12 seconds and we've got 14 laps. Vapid's made it easier for himself, but it's still a challenge.
It is indeed. Closest battles we've got at the moment. We've got Cam and Robbie, Jamie and Alex.
Right. Lap 39 for Fins was a 1:33.1. Remember that. Vapid was a 1:31.3. So that indeed, is just shy of 2 seconds?
Just shy of 2 seconds the gap.
That was 1 lap.
Yeah, and that gap's gone from 12.5 down to 10.5. 2 seconds Vapid.
This is... Fins isn't going to be able to do anything. I think he could even lose 2nd place here.
We'll see what the lap times are.
If Inside
when the guys cross the line now.
If Inside gets his act together, I really think that Fins could lose 2nd here.
Well, Fins crosses the line. It's a 33.148 for the Kiwi. What does Vapid do in reaction? 33.148. It's 31.217. So again, about 2 seconds.
Jesus.
We'll see what Inside can do in reaction. 31.2 from Vapid. It's 31.3 from Inside. So both of them lapping about 2 seconds faster than Fins at the moment.
Fins is screwed. There's no other way of putting it. Where's the screwdriver screwing in?
Don't want to say it, but I think it could be the case of
Not if, but when.
Not if, but when.
God,
As
we thought the
Marty and
same
Rookies
thing.
swap
God, we're
positions.
so good, aren't we? Right, battle. Right, let's
We
leave
are
this.
so in sync.
We are so in sync. God. Oh, you've watched Astaf as well. That is a whole cannon of jokes that I can use. Right. Alex ahead of Jamie. These pair are very, very good friends. We'll see what these guys do. Similar tyre conditions, similar skill levels. It's just a case of who's actually going to get ahead.
There you go. Watch Finns again. So Finns is definitely committing to the end of the 33-0 from Finns.
He can't do anything else. That's the problem. Because even if he pits for softs, that's not going to be enough to catch Vapid. I don't think. I don't imagine that the softs are A, going to last 11 laps to run to the end, and B, are going to be fast enough to catch up. Let's be realistic. Another 15 seconds total to Vapid.
No, I mean, I should say, well, we'll go again on lap times. Finns 33-0. Vapid 31-2. Inside 31-4. You can see the time coming down. 7.5 now.
1.8, 1.6-ish. Is that
Jamie
Jamie ahead?
It is. On the run to turn 1. Under braking, gets ahead of his co-op career teammate.
Oh, are they doing a co-op career?
They do a co-op career with each other.
I'm not particularly surprised. Hopefully that doesn't bring any extra attention to the team that they've got.
They're quite a few seasons team now.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Gap under 7 seconds. The gap between Inside and Vapid hasn't really moved.
No, it's not.
The gap for the lead, however, coming down significantly.
Has moved drastically.
Going to the outside through Spoon Curve.
Oh, Alex looking for it. He's got the inside. It's going to be the outside into Spoon Corner. And with damage, Alex does pick up the position. Is he going to hold it, though? Yes, he is. As Inside puts in a new fastest lap with a 130.846, sorry. Jamie has to go back into the slipstream, then pops back out. He's got the inside into 130R now. Does he go for it? He's holding the inside. It's not quite a Schumacher-Alonso situation, but still into Cassio's triangle. We're going to be seeing quite a lot from these pair, I imagine, like we did in Vegas a couple of seasons ago.
We are indeed. These guys are going to hammer and tong. Jamie going to have the inside line into turn 1.
He's picked it up.
But Alex loves the switchback.
Oh, he
there
does.
It is.
Oh, has he got the speed?
Loves the switchback.
Oh, it's still too wide. He's got the inside into this section of the S's, and nicely done.
That, ladies and gents, if you are regulars of UCR, that was the Alex special. That is an Alex special there. Vapid 5.5 behind fence.
Could not have put it better myself. As here we go into Kobayashi corner. Does he go for it? Yes, he does. Down the inside, and he's got the grip and pace as well. Alex still going to hold the outside. Now the inside into Spoon Curve, up to Spoon Corner now. They've been battling for, what, a lap and a half pretty much?
A whole lap.
Yeah, pretty much if we ignore the Degners. Oh, Alex holding the outside on the position.
30.7 for Inside now. Inside finding his pace and getting... He's now starting to close that gap to Vapid.
Does help that you've got slightly pressure. Tying too wide through 130R again.
Who's going to be braver on the brakes into the triangle? Going to be Alex.
But with DRS,
Jamie's going to come back at him now.
Well, it depends who was ahead. I think Alex might have just been ahead. No, Jamie's still got the
Jamie.
DRS. As they come through into turn 1, and Alex can't really do much other than look for the switchback. And that door was not open this time around.
Not able to get it this time around. Marnie 2.5 seconds behind Cam. Is your closest battle on track other than the Jamie Alex one.
10
And
to
the
go
gap at the
here.
front, Casper, still coming down. 4.1 now the gap.
It's going to be 9 as they cross the line because Finns is in the third and final sector. So we haven't got too much longer left here. But again, it's a case of not if but when here.
Indeed, what was so we got a 32.890 from Finns, a 31.4 from Vapid, and a 31.4 from Inside.
As Jamie does get past Alex again into Spoon Corner this time. And he's got the drive, has Jamie up towards, 130R next.
Here comes
Contact!
Alex!
Side by side, a little bit of a nudge, a little bit of a touch push. And through 130R, Alex holding the outside line this time around, and he does get ahead. Well, for now, how long that's going to last, probably not very.
No, Jamie again with the overtake and the DRS. But what I will say, Jamie is
on the inside
running with a fuel light. Fuel light was on for Jamie. Is on for Jamie.
I tell you what.
It's not at the dangerous level yet. But when you see that light come on later, that is basically an indicator Jamie doesn't technically have enough fuel to cross the line.
That could be an issue. Because listen, last I checked, a car does need fuel to cross the line.
It does, and we've had I can't think it was in UCR or somewhere else. No, it was in UCR, I want to say.
What, Qatar or somewhere?
Singapore? No, I want to say Singapore with Vapid.
Ooh, too wide
was
again.
Was it a punch or did Vapid?
I don't know. Sorry, Alex up the inside into Spoon Curve again, trying that move, but Jamie firmly blocks him off. Sorry, you were saying, keep going.
I remember if it was definitely Singapore and it was definitely Vapid. Puncture or whether he ran out of fuel on the last lap, were both battling for potentially the win, the race win.
I think it was fuel.
So we've got 15.1, well, 15 litres of fuel left in Jamie's, 18.4 there or thereabout left in Alex's.
Oof!
Alex! That was tasty.
That was filthy there from Alex, doing a bit of a dummy. Last minute switch, why not?
As you do. And again, it just shows the trust level that those two have in each other. Because I'll tell you now, Alex would not have tried that with some of the other people in this race.
Oh, Jamie up the inside, too wide into the Degeners! Hello!
Yeah, this is because of the. It's gonna sound stupid, but because of the gap ahead of Jamie, so the gap between P4 and inside, and the gap behind being 11 seconds back to Robbie, these two will just have fun.
Oh, absolutely. I'm thinking back to Vegas. They were basically doing the exact same thing.
Yep.
And while I appreciate it, lads, I'm gonna jump out for a little bit. So if you want to take a pause or something, I'd appreciate it. Fins within a second, less than a second.
Yep. Vapid has caught Alex on the run through 130R, whilst Casper keeping an eye on the battle for the lead.
Into triangle. Oh, is Jamie gonna have DRS here? I don't know. See?
Yes.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's got that position nicely done and dusted. Into
half a second.
Yeah, half a second. Right. Yeah, there is going to be a change for the lead. Whether the New Zealander likes it or not. Creek, to answer your question, it was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, loved it. But then you made the mistake, and I'm not particularly a big fan of your mistake. But anyway, we caught it on stream if you want to watch it, or at least some of it. 6 to go as they cross the line. And Vapid has been driving like a man possessed to try and take the lead. And all his work is going to come to fruition here. At least you'd hope. And Vapid on the inside. He's being pressed to the inside by the New Zealander. Finn still holds the outside, loses the back end. Does Vapid now catching up is one part of the art. Overtaking is the other. And that is going to be difficult. Because these pair know each other incredibly, incredibly well. But Vapid is still going to hold the outside through the Esses and into the Dunlop curve. He's got the inside of the lead.
We have got two battles of two sets of friends who know each other very, very well. So this could make for a very spicy end to.
Well, unfortunately, to pop your to pop the balloon as such, Vapid's already pulled away almost half a second. So I'm not saying anything on that.
And Alex has pulled away quite significantly to Jamie as well. What's happened here?
I think Jamie's dropped. I don't know. All they're doing is they're letting Robbie catch up.
Yeah, Robbie's caught right up to this little battle now.
He's within 5 seconds, which, okay. Back on the penalties, he'll probably stay in 6th place, but still. Shall we jump back to the battle for the lead then? Because
I think so.
It's still surprisingly, to me at least, very close and into the triangle goes Finn's out of nowhere. And I think he might just about have DRS as well. He does.
In fact, I can confirm he does.
Yeah, he does. But Vapid closes a little bit. No, he's pulled away a 10th.
So, something else that could come into play soon.
Oh, God.
Blue flags.
True. Very, very true.
Because Vapid and
Vapid
Finn
picks up.
already.
Sorry. Yeah, Vapid ahead. Sorry, yes.
Yeah, they have already passed Rookie. However, Marnie and Cam have just come round Kobayashi Curve.
Ooh.
The top two have just left the two deckers.
I don't... they'll be close.
They're going to be very close.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to encounter them, but if they do, it'll be sort of on the last lap, realistically. So...
Yeah, I really hope that Small Girl and Cam don't get in the way of this, because I would hate to potentially lose the win because of traffic.
Mate, oh goodness. That would be the worst way for it to happen, but Vapid is pulling away a good little amount here. So, who knows, but Finn has just closed back half a second, and he's going for it again into the triangle, not quite.
Marnie passes Cam for P7.
Right, Finn's has got the DRS here.
Oh, Cam, that's not going to help. Another 3-second penalty there for the Scotsman.
Right, does Finn's go for it? He's up the inside, but the tyres probably aren't going to help his case. Vapid goes for the switch back end loose. Pardon me, for the New Zealander, and is Vapid going to... Oh, door firmly shut in his face.
Yeah. Thought about the move there into the start. Yeah.
Yellows in the first. Well, Vapid's not going to have the advantage for much longer. You'd imagine that advantage is going to start sort of getting chipped away over the next few laps for Vapid.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, these front two are 2 corners away from 2 at the back.
Yeah, they're pretty close. That's why I'm saying if it happens, it'll be like last lap.
Yeah. But just under a quarter of a second, the gap at the front. 6.5 the gap for P7. Cam trying his best to break the toe there for Marnie.
Vapid's got a run here.
Sorry,
Vapid's got a run here. He could get the move into 130R, but he doesn't know. He's waiting for the DRS. He's just going to try and get the DRS and absolutely run away with this. Or not. Is he going to go for it into triangle? No, he doesn't. Thinks better of it.
He's going to try and use the DRS.
3 to go, folks, as we cross the line. Only a couple
and if you are enjoying
steps.
what you're watching, we'll be back next week.
Yeah, we're back next week, and here comes Vapid down the inside.
Woo.
Thing is, Vapid
Marnie
has the
called back
distinct
up.
advantage in the S's. He's made at least 2 moves
He does,
on
yeah.
Finn's through there, and he's looked to make at least one more than that. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to pull it off, but he's looked at multiple moves in this section. So this is where he ideally needed to overtake. But through Dunlop Curve, has he got too wide here? Can't quite tell. No, he hasn't.
Ooh, Marnie contemplating a move up the inside of Cam there. Kobayashi curve decided against it. It's going to instead try and use Spoon curve into Spoon corner to close that gap just a little bit more to the Haas. So she's going to run on the run to 130R and then through the triangle. As Marnie comes through 130R.
You're Robbie right on the back of Jamie as well, worth mentioning for the last couple of laps. That'll be an interesting fight to look at.
Marnie looked down the inside, didn't make the move. We'll have the DRS assistance. Cam goes wide onto the grass. This is going to open up the for Marnie to make the move. P7. Oh no, Casper!
Vapid cuts the chicane and picks up a 3-second time penalty. This is an absolute godsend for Finns as we've got 2 to go. And look who's in the background.
It's an inside!
It's a certain inside who 15 laps ago we essentially counted out for the win. But now, with Vapid's penalty and Finns' tyres being, well, near enough non-existent, his rear wing also decided to run away out of nowhere, this is a massive opportunity for Inside to pick up a win tonight.
But Vapid has already pulled out a second and a half.
Needs another second and a half over the next lap and a half. There's not very much space. The only saving grace that he has is he has Inside right there. And I imagine Inside is going to put up one hell of a fight.
It is indeed, and that is going to help Vapid to pull away. The gap 1.8, nearly 1.9, as Robbie passes Jamie for P5.
Robbie's got the penalty, to be fair, so he's going to get knocked down a little bit to P6, unless something happens. But
depending on how much space is made.
It's at the moment it's 3 seconds for Vapid, 3 seconds for Robbie, 19 seconds for Cam, and 3 seconds for Small Girl. That's how your penalties stack up. As Vapid is starting what we didn't expect until 2 minutes ago to be a crucial final lap of the race.
Yeah, Vapid needs the lap of his life.
Inside needs to pass now into turn 1. And he has. Right. Perfect opportunity for Inside to take the win. All he needs to do, he's on similar level wear tyres as Vapid, we assume. He needs to stay within that 3 seconds. Finns has dropped back to within to 3 seconds already. So I don't imagine he's going to pick up second place here. But Inside has somehow managed to pull this off. And with the fastest first sector for the Red Bull as well, might I add.
It is indeed. And you have to also bear in mind, Casper, that Inside has the fastest lap of this race as well.
So he's going to be picking up a full 26 points for this.
Could potentially be a full 26 points, providing nothing through these final few corners. Jamie passes Robbie again for P5 further down the field.
Well, listen.
Round corner.
Well, listen, Kieran. There's been all sorts of stuff happening tonight. There's been penalties. There's been disqualifications. There's been moves into... I'm relatively confident in saying every single corner around this great and historic circuit. And yet, somehow, this race was still better than last week's. Beyond human belief, I did not think that was possible. Vapid crosses the line to win on the road, but Inside, unbelievably, takes the win here in Suzuka with a 1.5 second gap post-penalties. Finns half a second behind that. Holy mother of God.
Indeed. How happy is Inside?
Oh my
Robbie
word.
trying to catch Jamie, obviously, unfortunately not going to make a difference to finishing positions.
Alex is going to come across the line in 4th place, mitigating what damage has done to the championship lead by Vapid, who, of course, is still going to be leading at the end of this race once all the points are tallied, etc. Assuming things stay as they are post Stewart's findings. Jamie is going to come across the line in 5th place. You're Robbie in 6th place. Taking the familial battle tonight. Small girl Marnie in 7th place with Karen 8th, and Rookie's already crossed the line in 9th.
Indeed. Now, I am going to ask you the question, Casper, because I will be honest, I haven't got a clue. Drive the day.
Oh,
Because I genuinely cannot.
I am genuinely gonna give it to. I'm gonna give it to 2 people. And if Jamie has a problem with this, he can pick one and go with it. I am gonna say Inside for pulling off that strategy and it actually working in his favor, because that is brilliant, just strategic masterclass. But I'm also going to give it to Alex because I am sorry, some of the moves that he pulled were insane. I repeat, insane. So both of them deserve it. If I have to pick, I couldn't pick between the 2 of them.
Jamie is fuming right now in the chat. Jamie is absolutely raging. Haven't mentioned it.
Well, Jamie, if you want, you can put yourself up there. I don't mind, right? But I think out of the 2 of you, Alex had a little bit more flash. I'm clearly winding you up a little bit here. No, I'm joking. But listen, regardless of driver of the day, regardless of any of that, it's been an absolute belter of a race. We're back next week. Where are we next week? Can't remember.
We are at Interlagos next week.
That's my favourite fucking track. I cannot wait. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to watch more, do follow, do subscribe, do all that sort of stuff. And we will see you all next week. Masters will be on with Andrew on Sunday with Mike. I might be on with RFL tomorrow, assuming the race goes ahead. You've got Mike with the league on Monday. And on Wednesday with ERC managers as well. We'll be back next Friday around not the streets of Sao Paulo, around vaguely near Sao Paulo. But till then, take care, everybody. And we will see you all very soon. Bye-bye.